too bad, is it?
Nope.
Yes, always good. It's on this side a lot. Yep. And then take this next clamp off. Take the front. Stick on the ground too. Okay, I've got the ceiling on. It hasn't been permanently attached yet. I'll do some video of me attaching it, but I'm kind of getting it for fit here. And you can see I've made some spars, and these spars are just 1x2s that have been glued together, so it gives me a 2x2. This will be cleaned up some. And if you'll remember, in video number, I think it was 3A, I cut out of the middle wall, I cut off this section that makes the shelf that the ceiling sits on. And I kept these pieces. So what these pieces do is these pieces then lay in here and help hold the ceiling on, but also give me a bearing surface for the roof when I put the roof on. Now, when I cut those off, you'll remember, I think it was around the 9-minute mark or something like that of 3A. I cut these bearing surfaces off, and down here at the bottom I left a little notch, and I said I hope that it works out for me. Well, it is, I think. So this little notch right here fits right there like that, and hopefully you can see that. All right. So what this is effectively doing is this is giving me a template, because what I want to do is I want to put a spar from here to here, and I want that spar to be notched so it sits on top of the floor system here and holds that ceiling panel up really close, and also kind of closes off this gap here. So what I've done is I've taken the ends of these roof supports, and I've gone over to a spar. So here's my spar, and I've just basically I've traced what this gap should look like, and then set up my table saw, and I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. And so this spar is going to be the bottom spar that will then press up on the ceiling panel and also support the roof system. So here's the piece that's been cut. You can see the notch there, and that's where I'm going into. So let's see if she fits. Yep. I think that's exactly how I want it. And now I'll just I'll be gluing this to this spar here, and of course gluing the spar in and putting some screws in as well. So that should do it very well. Alright, so what I've done here is I've got the ceiling part propped up just with these straps here hanging from the ceiling. This will allow me to get in here and put some glue in on both sides, then drop it down into place. This right here is just a temporary support. It is the same shape as the sides here, and what it'll do is it'll just help support the center. It's not critical for right now, but it will be critical later on when I'm putting the spars in. I just want to make sure that they're up tight up against the ceiling. The ceiling's up tight against the spars. It will also help to make sure that there's no sag here, so that I got the spacing correct on the wall panels. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and start gluing this thing on. Okay, I'm also going to temporarily put this into place. This is the that spar that I cut earlier. So I put that spar in place there just to make sure that my spacing is good. Okay, I think it's on there.